I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us.
Whoops. Hello. Welcome back to our squirrels, our neurokin, and new viewers to the channel. We expose and shine a light on MLMs, scams, and unethical business practices. I'm DC, an autistic MLM dropout, helping consumers and exploited individuals recognize and avoid coercive influence. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to join us and our technical difficulties as we unravel the twistiness of deceptive practices. Let's go. Gonna have a better reading time next time. So until I memorize it, it's good to see everybody. We are looking at Brandon Hayes tonight. We did download a live he did in a group. But then when I was searching on Vimeo, I found all these videos that were uploaded, so we're gonna watch those as well. Oh, hell yeah, I'm reading the intro. I gotta read it until I memorize it. My ferrets aren't in my lap, but they're very loudly crunching their food behind me. I love that. All right, what's your high? What's your low? My high today is making a good decision about moving the content topic that we were going to do tonight to tomorrow. My low was my medical appointment this afternoon, and that's all I'm going to say about that. I'd love to hear what your highs and lows are. Replay crew, you too. Tigger just came in my room so he could sit on the floor and stare at me. I love that. Amy. I need to get a cat. Pickle Nits immediately. Broken Waffles, howdy hey, Melissa, Savannah, Pickle Nits, Ov, Lisa, Marianne. If I missed you, dither. I don't know. This is the guy we're listening to today, and I don't have his actual soundbite. Where is it? Diaper Division.
Negative, dull, disillusioned, thumb-sucking, whiny, crybaby, diaper division loser.
Diaper Division loser, reporting for duty. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, I filmed my second Stephanie villain video. I'm just kidding. Stephanie video today. Low, I couldn't convince my kids to eat Hamburger Helper, and I'm desperate for them to eat more protein, but they always refuse. There's some tasteless powder that we had when I couldn't keep any food down that has protein in it. And my mom has mixed it in with mac and cheese. She's mixed it in with like butter on a sweet potato, and you can't taste it. So if you want me to send that to you, I'm happy to share that. It adds protein if you want. Hello. Hi, made it to the track at the gym. Low, didn't get any studying done. Lizzie? I love that you made it to the gym. I hope that studying gets done at some point, or just take care of your mental health. I just had a minor freak out about messing up this pattern, but I was wrong and I did not mess up. I love that. Oh, perfect. Yeah. My mom puts it in everything because I'm me. If you don't know what Brandon Hayes is, other than a chicken nugget, but who Brandon Hayes is, he is the founder of Life Activated Brands. He is also, not that this is really relevant, other than I will show you a picture of the worst merchandise I have ever seen. The person who made the merchandise is Brandon's girlfriend, Melissa Collins. If you don't know who Melissa Collins is, check out Julie Joe's videos because holy guacamole. Um, oh, good, Amy. You cooked? That's awesome. That's awesome, Andy's Web. I love reading y'all's highs and lows. Julie said, finally got your live. Love it. Life Activated Brands is a supplement company. They have Moringa. They also have fuckery. I'm just kidding. They have supplements as most health and wellness companies do. And if you catch a live with Melissa Collins, you'll get yelled at, which that's just a bonus. It's just a bonus. We're gonna watch 2 minutes of Brandon's clip from when he was doing a network marketing event for Eric. We're gonna watch that first. We're gonna try to watch that first. Oh, my wife's surprising me with a Bowser hoodie. And my low is I didn't get any of the things I wanted to do done today because of monthly ovary pains. Lots of empathy to you. Rip on those. Rip on those. 2-hour nap. And was being on the road for 4 hours in LA traffic. I do not. I would not trade places with you, Ashley. Oh my god. I love getting yelled at. I definitely don't cry when it happens. Same. Broken Waffles is our chief officer, and Amy is our chief science advisor. And Broken Waffles also is an expert in the logical fallacy of, what is it, fuckery? Or lots of things. Broken Waffles has their own dictionary of logical fallacies, and I love hearing them every single stream. Jen, hero. I love seeing our bomb party expert, Jen, in the chat. Appeal to bullshit. I'm gonna need like 3 or 4 more though. But appeal to bullshit is incredible. Joan and I come as a pair. You don't get a choice. I love it. All right. In my 40s, I have decided if someone yells at me, I shall yell back. I'm probably louder than they are. I shall dominate. My mother trained me as an opera singer, strong vocal cords. Let's go, Melissa. Would you like to be in charge of the chief? Would you like to be the chief backbone officer in charge of training everybody about strengthening their backbones? Also in charge of the fuckery list. Hi, Charlene. Hello. Brandon Hayes. I'm also downloading their entire Vimeo channel. So if I buffer, that is why. We failed a few, but they have like 200 videos, and I'm going to put those in the anti-MLM free content folder. Hi, a game of Simon Says with the grandkids. I love that husband's neurologist was an asshole. Oh, that's awful. We got lost in the hospital today, and the hospital, like, weirdly is split into St. Luke's and Texas Children's. And we got way lost. And we accidentally found ourselves in St. Luke's, and we were supposed to be in Texas Children's, and we were like, we're looking for this tower. And the dude was like, the doctor was like, this is St. Luke's. I don't know where that tower is. I'm like, okay. But someone took pity on us, and we weren't late to the appointment, so that's great. The chief officer of I Have No Fucks Left, because that is more accurate. Melissa, I agree to the name change if you accept the job. The pay is incredible. It is no pay other than the feeling of a job well done. the good feeling of a job well done, just like multi-level marketers have. Because they don't get a salary either. Yes, we are a they-them friendly space. Yes. Yes. Chief ferret expert? Agreed. Agreed. Let's go. No name calling other than chicken nugget and numpty. If you don't know how to use chicken nugget, you will soon learn what chicken nugget means, and it means a lot of different things. Cursey words are welcome. Fuck is welcome. Fuck you is not welcome, if that clears anything up. If you are free range, I can't speak tonight. My brain is tired. If you're free range listening and you don't want your floofs or your children or whomever to hear the cursey words, I recommend putting on headphones. Here we go. This is a younger Brandon Hayes at GoPro. We love it, except we don't. No. No.
Number one is
I know you couldn't hear it. Sorry. I'm new here. I've only been doing this for 3 years. Rip.
you 3 questions, and I want you to consider these. These are questions that I had to ask myself, and I think all of us as network marketing professionals have to ask. Number 1 is this: if not network marketing, then what am I going to do? You see, I asked this question.
A 9 to 5, something that actually pays me for the time that I work. I don't know, getting out of a commercial cult, anything? Anything? Unless it is in reference to someone on the fuck you list, which is Eric Worre, Ed Milet, and Justin Prince. Yep. And Eric Worre is the person in charge of the GoPro. Get a real job, get gold trig. Love it.
To myself, when it got hard, when it got a little tough, I started saying, what else am I going to do? What am I going to go get a job and work for the rest of my life, a job? And
this dude right here is Eric Worre. I have no idea who these chicken nuggets are. But here we go.
it's the nights when you're driving down the highway, there's no headlights behind you, no tail lights in front of you, and the little mice with the pink tutus, they start running across the dashboard. That's when you're really getting a little delirious, and you're white-knuckled, right? And you're thinking...
You can do it, Patty the Baddie. Just keep telling yourself, I'm Patty the Baddie, and I can do hard things, and just say, fuck you, right back to him. But in your head, it's an inside thought. You can do it. You can do it, Patty the Baddie.
Yourself, man, I'm either crazy, I'm either insane, or I am destined for something great. So if not network...
That's an either or fallacy. I'm either whatever he said, or I'm destined for something great. Oh, what is this? Let me do an either or fallacy.
An either or fallacy. When someone asserts that we must choose between 2 things, when in fact we have more than 2 alternatives. They are using the either or fallacy.
Yep. That's a no-no. You're going in the naughty book.
Marketing, what are you going to do? The second question I'd like you to consider is this: if not now, then when? You see, now is really the only time that matters. It's really actually the only time that exists. If you think about, words like someday, one day.
Dude, this dude's eyebrows. I'm just imagining him being like, this is fuckery. I'm going to rethink my life right now.
Guys, that's where unsuccessful people live, okay? Don't subscribe.
Oh my God. Oh, this guy talking on stage is the same guy who said this.
Negative, dull, disillusioned, thumb-sucking, whiny, crybaby, diaper division loser.
That's this dude. Not this dude, that dude. I'm going to rewind it because I can.
Exist. If you think about, words like someday, one day, guys, that's where unsuccessful people live, okay? Don't subscribe to that mentality. If not now.
Is he just living in an either or fallacy? Is that is that the hell that we are trapped in right now? This is Brandon Hayes, the founder of Life Activated Brands, and I thought I'd whatever. I'd introduce him to all of our multi-level marketing palettes.
And win. Most people want crock pot results with microwave efforts. And so you got to understand, guys, now is what matters, right? Hoping for a future without investing in today, that's like a farmer hoping for a harvest and never planting any seeds. It doesn't make much sense. So if not now, then when? The third question is this, and this is the big one. If you're taking notes, jot this down. If not you, then who? Who's going to do it? Let me tell you.
Somebody else is going to do it. I don't know, maybe the people who got in at the ground floor, or people who have a huge audience who can recruit their audience, like Cola Brandt. Did y'all catch Hannah's video today on Cola Brandt's Zoom call? It's good. It's good. Crockpot results. Are we gonna get a bunch of clips from this? Because I vote yes. Oh no, Maya. I thought my notifications were messed up. I'm like, do you know what day and time it is? The algorithm? No way, DC's live.
Let me teach you something that my mentor when I was 18 taught me. He said, Brandon, listen, no one's coming to save you. No one's going to come get you.
Sometimes someone comes and saves you. Sometimes, I don't know, the fire department comes and saves you. Sometimes, hopefully, ethical people in law enforcement come to save you. Patty the Batty is going to come and save you. I don't know. Someone who gives a shit about you and is not a yes person, maybe you can step in and say, what the hell are you doing? I don't know.
You up off your couch and tell you to stop eating Cheetos at midnight, watching Dancing with the Stars and CSI, you're going to have to do that yourself. No one's going to save your family. No one's going to save you from your destiny that's being created right now. You have to do it, right? Let me tell you how serious your life is. You're not going to make it out alive, okay? This is a big deal. This is not a dress rehearsal. You don't get another shot. So let's make this one the best shot we can give it.
The end. That's just a taste of Mr. Sir. Now, can I show you what I found that were just uploaded like a few days ago? Somebody's getting ready for training videos. But look, it keeps going. And going, and going, and going. And there's more. Look who this is. Melissa Collins. Howdy, hey, Miss Ma'am. Look at all this, a treasure trove. This is incredible. I love it. I love it. I love it. And she stopped recording the campfires. Are those bookshelves or a green screen? They're bookshelves, I think. I don't think they tested the so normally when you, and photographers in the chat, tell me I'm wrong. When you set your light, you take a picture of something white. Like you bring a piece of paper with you, and then you take a picture of that in the room so you can set your white balance. Don't look at me because I don't know what I'm doing. But also, I have a grease stain that I haven't been able to get out, but I can't buy a new shirt because I'm on a budget, so it's clean, but it's not. They're real. They didn't, they're a professional recorder, i.e. Melissa Collins. Do you see how it's very yellow? Do you see like there's too much yellow and the whites don't look white and the darks don't look like dark? You guys,
You guys, did you know? We only live once. We're just haters, though. I mean, Brandon's just saying shit we already know.
Yes, you adjust the white balance of the room with a white card or white balance cards. Becca, thank you for saying that so much better than I did. There's a gap on the top shelf near his head. Right here? Yes, this is what we would call a tangent. Do they give a shit about that? Sure don't. Did they upload this 10 days ago? Yes, they did. We're just going to watch all of them. I haven't seen them. Oh my god, thank you so much. Try soaking and scrubbing in OxyClean or kitchen degreaser spray works too sometimes too. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. Appeal to eye bleach, broken waffles. I'm just taking a screenshot of everything. I like your logical fallacies way better than mine. What's up, Wendy? Our other bomb party experts in the chat. Here, let me link Wendy and Jen. If you like bomb party, you'll love their accounts. Are we ready? Set, go.
All right, let's talk about sampling real quickly. So sampling is a way for you to get some products into some people's hand. And we have this really new great bundle called the
How's the audio for him? Is he too soft? Is he too low? Oh, yes, Becca. How great music is created. Pause story. His conscience just arrived. We love it. He's a bit quiet. Oh, I can turn him up. I can turn him up.
balanced energy bundle. I want to encourage you guys to use that as you're reaching out to customers. This is very
Customer focused, customer base. I don't know. I'm trying to make it louder. I'm so sorry.
centric, right? This next wave, we're focused on everybody getting some customers. We want to get product into people's hands because we know it's going to change their life. It's going to reactivate their life and help them hit their goals with their health. And
Stop it. Is that why y'all chose life activated brands? Because it's going to reactivate their lives? Stop it. Ah, stop. My God. You know what I should go to school for? Screenshots. I feel like anti-MLM just has a knack.
so the balanced energy bundle is where it's at. We've created with the playbook to 1K, we've created a way for you to use the balanced energy bundle to go out and hit a rank that's going to allow you to make over $1,000 in a month. That's our goal for each and every one of you. We want to see you guys hit that. Go check out the playbook to 1K, but let's talk about
His lighting, whoever did this lighting did a trash job. So when you do a shoot like this, you give a crap about the background. You just do. This creates a tangent. Not necessarily his head, but this gap. You look at it. So you fill in the books. Raise this shelf up. For the love of God. What is happening? Why is there a gap? Why is there a gap? Did you do this in a library? No, these look like self-help books. Why didn't you just change the frame and put some of these books or turn some of them sideways? Hello? Good job. I don't know what you paid for this, but get a refund.
sampling really briefly. I think sampling is a mechanism that can allow you to increase the odds that someone becomes one of your customers.
You know what sampling also? Do you know what sampling also does? It makes the reps buy more product so that lab continues to win even when the reps don't. Oh, but they need to get samples because then they're going to get more customers. What if they don't get customers? What if they give out samples and they don't get customers? Lab wins every time someone buys a product from the company. Lab wins. Oh, that's how it should be, DC. Are your reps winning? Because no car company, if the sales force isn't selling cars, would say, "Yep, we're winning. Our reps are buying cars from us every month." Nobody would do that. But DC, that would require gasp effort. We hate effort around here, except we don't. You know, I'm sure they're gonna do this. I'm sure they're gonna do, which one is it? The scapegoat fallacy, and I can't wait to play this one.
And so here's one.
They could have also done kind of a color moment. They could have brought the oranges and the reds and the blues, kind of done like a Roy G. Biv moment. And they could have freaking raised this shelf. You know it's not. You know this is too low. You know it's too low. I can't stop looking at all the gaps. And this red one, my eyes just going right to it. because it's next to all these light colored books. And then I look, oh my God, a gap, then a gap, then a gap, then a gap, then a gap. There's 2 gaps behind me.
Maybe shift in mindset that, or a tweak in mindset, or maybe really just a tweak in verbiage. I never really, in my career, I've never really called them samples. I would call them a taste. And
I would call them a taste that's going to cost you money, and it's going to help me win at lab because I'm the founder, and it's going to help me get you to buy more volume. So good, so good. Bro acting like samples are so revolutionary. Has he never been to Costco on a Sunday? Listen, Costco on a Sunday is magical. It's so magical. It is so freaking magical.
would use it as sort of a lower tier entry level, right? It's like kind of the lowest entry level. And what I mean by that is this: when I'm reaching out to people and I'm talking to potential customers, maybe I saw somebody post about wanting.
Have you been in the field recently? Oh, are you the number one master distributor because of work, or is everyone underneath you? Or is everyone underneath Melissa Collins? I truly don't know. I would love to know. If I'm wrong, I'd love to know I'm wrong after seeing actual paperwork on who the master distributor is. Until then, I'm going to ask a lot of really annoying questions. I love how he's like, it's going to give them a taste. Who takes the risk of offering that taste to customers? The reps do. Brandon, why don't you offer them for free to the reps? That's a cost of, you're saying that all of your money is on the reps in terms of your ad spend because it's the reps. Then why don't you give them some free product so that they can give their potential customers a taste? No? What?
To lose weight or lacking energy, or I just know I hear someone in conversation, they tell me they're looking for better hormone levels, or they're looking for more mental.
Better hormone levels, endocrinologists? No? Not the medical field? Not the... Now listen, I've had great experiences in the medical field, and I've had awful experiences in the medical field. I know it is the Wild West out there. I will just say, I would risk the awful experiences in the medical field over buying a multi-level marketing product and potentially getting sucked into a commercial cult, in my experience. Excuse me?
Excuse me, sir? Are you a doctor? This would have been in the perfect time. Wait, let me see if I have it. Oh no, I don't. I don't have the Catherine Tate one. Are you the doctor? Shit.
Hold on. Let me see if I have it. We're going to take a squirrel trail. We've been trying to convert things over to the visual one. Catherine Tate, are you the doctor? Where is it? I missed I bother it.
Are you the doctor?
Yes, are you the doctor? I'm going to put this on the pad so we can... I'll just keep it up. That's fine.
Mental clarity or whatever it might be. I find a problem that someone has, and I instantly think of a product that, you know, it's a solution to their problem. I'm going to tell.
How does the FDA and the FTC feel about you saying that your supplements are a solution to a problem? Oh, is that too vague for them to bring the hammer of Thor? That's fine. Anti-MLM will. Anti-MLM will. We will.
Tell them to buy the product. I'm going to say, look,
Oh no, our table.
buy this product. There's a 30-day money back guarantee. If you absolutely hate it, just send it back. They'll give you your money back. So I'm going to go for the sale. I'm going to go for the close. I'm going to go for a new customer. I'm not going to start with, hey, let me let you sample this. That's going to be a couple, tiers down from what I'm initially going to do.
Then why didn't you say that at the beginning of this talk? He was like, you need to give samples out to potential customers. Now he's saying, oh, it's actually several steps down in the sales process. Can somebody give us a linear list of a how to go from the beginning of the sales process to the close? This is supposed to be magical. Do you have a script for this or no?
do. I'm going to say, hey, buy this product. You need to buy this product. My recommendation for you is that you purchase this product because it's going to solve the problem that you just said you had. And so
It is going to solve the problem that you said you had. I feel pretty. How do I feel? When I hear Brandon say that his supplements are going to solve the problem that somebody has, the story I make up about it is that he doesn't give a shit about what the FTC says or what the FDA says about supplements and what supplements are allowed to do and not do, and what people who are selling supplements are allowed to say and not say. And I feel angry because it seems like he's taking advantage or painting a really confusing and predatory picture of how to get vulnerable people to buy product. I don't like this at all. At all. At all. At all.
that's the first thing is I'm not going to start with sampling. I'm going to start with selling a product to a customer. All right? So hopefully that makes sense. If
It doesn't. Did you like roll out of bed and then decide I'm going to make a video and I don't know what I'm going to say? Can like you just like for the love of God, can somebody screw these in together so we don't have these gaps and maybe oh my god, this gap. Have we heard of a clamp and then screwing them together so it looks like more built in? That's fine. That's fine. I can't stop looking at this, honestly. And also, did we level the camera? Where's my ruler? Where's my ruler? TC, does this matter? It just shows that they're literally kind of like shooting from the hip. Where is it? Oh, yay. This makes me so happy. Really? Normally your camera has like rule of thirds. It's got a little you can even use a level, especially if you're doing this kind of video. It's giving people speed bumps instead of listening to you, even though what you're actually saying is fuckery, in my opinion. He is the CEO. DC taking up carpentry tonight. Honestly, I would fix all that.
someone is kind of waffling or they're not if they don't immediately just say, yeah, sounds good, send me the link and I'll buy it right now. I might say if I can tell that they're not going to buy the product or they're feeling uncomfortable with purchasing the product, what I might do is I might say, hey, you know what? Here's what you should do. I want to get you some information and I want to make sure that you're educated on this because I really do think it could help solve XYZ problem. I really do think it could help you lose weight, or I really do think it could help.
This dude is the CEO of the company. So if we're wondering why the reps take information and run to the misinformation bog, this dude, Melissa Collins, this dude. Mar said, how about okay? Thanks for the consideration. Go for no. There's like 7 no's between your customer and a yes. So they go, do you still want it? Do you still want it? It's like, oh my God, I give up. Yes, I'll buy something. Thank y'all for the likes. We're at 26. No downvotes yet. This is incredible.
You with those hormone levels. I really do think it could help you with the bloat that you're talking about, feeling bloated all the time, whatever their issue is. I really think this product could help. Do me a favor. Why don't you fill out this form, select this, and of course, make sure that you tell them the correct thing to select in the form. And you're going to get some information. It'll also tell you about whenever we have deals or sales on those products. So I'm going to send you this link and get them on your lead form. That's going to be kind of my next step, right?
Brandon, this is so chaotic. This is too much information. He's just I'm just gonna talk because I have something amazing to say because I'm the CEO. I've been out of sales for a while. I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe he does. He's just not a good teacher. We've seen that before. You have to be a good teacher if you're gonna teach sales. And some people are never gonna be good at sales, but you can teach sales. And if someone tells you that that's not true, they're lying. Yes, it is. Well, it's chonking. I don't know. It kind of has like just it has developed its own zip code at the moment, but it's like I didn't do anything special to it. It's y'all saw what happened this morning.
Right. Now, be sure we just recently in your back office, you'll see that there are multiple different forms. So be sure that you send them the correct form. If it's a customer, obviously you want to send them the customer lead form, okay? The customer interest form. So send them that form, the one that's for customers, okay? And if they're a little bit uneasy with that, if they're kind of like, that's not really, I don't really want to give my information out, or I don't really want to sign up for anything. I don't want to, I don't want to put my, I don't want to put my.
Oh, well, I went live and I had brushed my hair out after I had taken a shower because I was going to go to the doctor and I was like, I'm just going to put my best foot forward. And then as I was like leaning over, putting my hair into a ponytail, obviously the live had started and then I said to myself, oh, I should have done this before. And then it kind of was chonky at the top. Then I wrapped it around and a child was born.
Myself on the form. If they're doing that kind of thing, then I might say, listen, I really, really think that you should try this product. There's a money back guarantee. You can get the info by signing up on the lead form. If you're not wanting to do either one of those things, I'm so confident that this could help you. Would it help, if I sent you one of these moringa sticks, if I sent you a couple of them in the mail, or if I meet up with you at the gym, or whatever the situation is with the prospect, if I get you.
I'm sorry to do this. A photographer, a videographer would have done this. You got a white speck right here. 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 You got a white speck, a white speck, a white speck, a white speck. A videographer would have said, okay, just maybe we don't wear a black shirt. Maybe we don't wear a black shirt but to film in front of a dark bookcase. I don't know. Do I want to stand out? Maybe you don't because you're awful at training.
Do a couple of these just to get a kind of a taste to see if you like the taste. Would that help? That's typically the process that I'm going to take somebody through. See, notice how the sample was kind of at the end of that process. Now, obviously, there's an exception to the rule all the time. There might be somebody specific that just needs to get a sample, but in most cases, what happens is people end up sampling a product to somebody that they could have just gotten a sale. They could have just went for getting a new customer, and they slow down the process by sampling.
Slowing down the process for whom? For lab to get paid? Okay. The poison for Cusco. Yes. Do I have this one? Oh, wait, I don't have it, but we have this one.
Pull the lever, Gronk.
Sampling is a powerful mechanism when it's used properly. I used to, when I first got started in network marketing, I took my pack, I broke it all down. I broke it down into sample packs, and then I just started flooding the market with sample packs. The problem was I didn't take them through a process like what I just described to you. And I would get in that person's car next week, and I would step on that sample pack because it's in their floorboard of their car. I would step on it as I'm getting into their car, and I'm like, what the heck is this, man? This cost me $15. It's in the floorboard of your car. You're not even taking the products, and they're not taking it because it's not valuable to them, right? And
why are you attacking them for doing something with a product that you gave them? You wanted them to do something with that product. I'm guessing you wanted them to try it. But once you gave it to them, that's it. What they do with it is on them. Truly. Why are you getting in people's cars, Amy? That's Good question. Very, very, very good question. I hope this works. Let me see if this is gonna work.
Truly, you have a dizzying intellect.
Truly, you have a dizzying intellect.
And so another thing that you could consider doing is adding a little value to it. You could consider charging a little bit of money just for a small sample, for them to get a small taste, what I would call a taste. I just want to give you a small taste. You know, don't expect that this is going to make you grow wings and sprout wings and fly, or you know, regrow a severed arm or anything like that. However, I do want you to get a little taste, because I think these products could really help you hit the goal that you're looking to hit. It's $5, you know, or you could add some value to it. So anyway, sampling.
Get some rest. If you haven't got your health, you haven't got anything.
I mean, number one, that's for Brandon. I think, gosh darn it. I think all of Princess Bride is going to be for Brandon tonight.
Is a powerful mechanism when you use it.
And what he promised was sprouted wings. He's literally backtracking and not debunking, contradicting what he said earlier in his sentence.
Correctly. And part of it is trial and error. Part of it is you just getting it out into the marketplace. We're going to be here to support you. We're going to be here to help you break down your samples, give you ideas.
Why don't you teach people how to sell? Oh, you're just going to, trial and error. What if people don't know how to adjust after the error? Oh, they should have learned. No, they joined because you said you were going to teach them how to get customers to buy the product. I don't even know. Oh, well.
There's going to be a community here that's going to surround you. And as you start getting samples out to your friends, to your family, to your coworkers, to your network, as you start doing that, come back to this community. And
please stop giving products to your coworkers, your friends, and your family. That's a big, I know, and some people disagree with this. I don't think this is transactional, but this is, and I don't know how to say this better than what I'm going to say it. Let's say I build up a lot of good interactions with my friends, and that deposits things in an emotional bank account, or maybe allows them to feel like I'm a safe person to talk to. Whatever, however you want to think about that. And then when I have a meltdown, or I lose my temper and yell at them, which is crossing an internal boundary, whatever it is, they may not feel as safe, or I make a withdrawal from their emotional bank account. I don't know how to say it any better because it sounds very transactional. When you ask your friends and family and coworkers to try your product or to buy your multi-level marketing company, I think that you are taking away some of their comfort around you, how much they may or may not feel safe around you, because you are using them as a way to make money, and they may not feel like they can say no to you. It is complicated. It's complicated. Anyways.
And look for guidance, look for support, and provide examples of how you're doing that, and we can help you tweak it, we can help you make it better. So sampling is a powerful mechanism. Be sure that you're gearing new customers towards that new kit, familiarize yourself with that. Take your kit, your next wave kit, you're going to have the ability to get some samples out using that product.
Emotional cost of the interaction. And I want to kind of process it like this, or not process. The asterisk to all of this is that somebody cannot make you feel a certain way. Somebody can't make me feel a certain way. I can respond to maybe what someone says, and I can have feelings as I own like my part in the conversation. Nobody can make me feel whatever. people can be mean, sure, and then you could say, hey, I'm going to disengage. You're crossing an internal boundary. What that means is I disengage from the conversation because you've lost access to me either temporarily or permanently, however many times, whatever works for you. So, but with close friends and family, I think you have trust, you build trust, and you can erode trust when you pitch these multi-level marketing things to them. I'm confusing myself, so I'm going to be done.
So let's take the product, let's get it out into the marketplace, let's do it effectively, let's do it efficiently, and let's find ways to get these products into people's hands and educate them on them so that they can take the products consistently and correctly, and it can help them reactivate their lives. That's our ultimate goal, because we love all of our customers. We want to see them get the best results possible. All right, so that's sampling, and I want to see us flood the marketplace with samples over the next 90 days.
Oh God. No, I don't want to watch. I want to go in order. I want to go in order. Launch message strategy. This is going to be insufferable. I would have never published this. This is a practice run, and then the person editing it, would have put this in a cohesive order, cut out stuff, let the client watch it, and redo it. He doesn't seem to be able to like ad lib very well. This was confusing as hell. Meow 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 meow. Yay!
Okay, I'm going to give you the reach out method that I have used literally every single time that I have.
Melissa, I'm guessing you're the person editing these videos. Have you heard of something called what is it called? Making all the audio consistent so we don't get our ears blasted? He needs a teleprompter. He needs a script. He does need a script. He needs to have a conversation. He does good with a script. He did good on GoPro with a script. Kind of. Ish. What is it? Balancing? Sound balancing? This is much higher than the other one.
Have either launched a brand new business or I have relaunched in a business that I'm currently in. So much like what we're doing here with the next wave, right? Many of you are just getting started for the very first time. So you're launching a business. Many of you are kind of doing a relaunch. Maybe you've been involved for a few weeks or a few months or a few years and you're just relaunching.
Not that this matters. I think this is interesting to consider. And I don't know what it means other than I would lose trust in the CEO for doing this. Brandon started lab with his wife. And Melissa was on the team at that point. Then Brandon separates from his wife, and I don't know the timeline, but starts dating Melissa. That is it's suspicious to me. And one of the things that's important to me is integrity and honesty. Those are some of my core values that they flag a lot for some things. And my question would be, since the CEO has relatively like close proximity to the sales reps, does that choice reflect somebody who has the habits and character to be consistent with his salespeople if he doesn't keep his commitments? And I'm not saying stay in a relationship if it doesn't work out. I'm not saying that. I have questions about when his relationship started with Melissa. Because he was married to his first wife for a long time. As my question has to do with his ability to be a CEO in his job. Oh my God, Broken Waffles, I love that. I love wasting companies. ad budget. I love it. It's so great. I saw a Ray Higdon video today. Made it through the first 10 minutes, 1.5 speed, of course, and that's all I could stand. He comes across as so self-important, it's nauseating. Yeah, he's also kind of like coming across as a cult religious person. Yeah, I think we just have questions, and maybe what you do in your private life doesn't impact what you do in the public. I think that there's with how the brain works. From what I understand about how the brain works, how your neural pathways work, in terms of your habits being so hard to break, like if you're talking about sobriety, focusing on changing habits that have really strong pathways, I'm wondering what you do in your private life, how strong of an impact does it have on your business life? I have that question, and maybe one of the smart people in the chat can help me.
Your business. And so wherever you're at, is this method will work. It will apply. Conversation is much like tennis. You serve the ball.
Don't even talk to me about tennis right now. This is what I've trained for. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for him to tell me about tennis. I can't wait for him to tell me about tennis. Let's go.
Ball, right?
If you didn't know, I was training to play tennis full time, and I ended up retiring or whatever in my early 20s from a fun little shoulder injury from my coach, who was, I would say, douche canoe. And then I taught during that time too. So Mar said it is pretty hard to be unethical in your private life, but ethical in business life. I am so ready for this.
Over the net to your opponent, and only if your opponent hits the ball back do you have the ability to hit it back to them. So it's a back and forth, right?
You don't want them to hit the ball back on your serve because you want your serve to put them in a position of defensiveness, or you don't want them to touch the ball at all. Oh, tennis is a single opponent versus a single opponent, and if you're practicing, you can rally, which is what he's talking about. But when you're in a competition, you're not like hitting back and forth with someone. He's talking tennis.
In tennis. And here's what some people try to do. Some people try to, in this tennis analogy, they try to run up to the net and spike it on their opponent. They say
that's serving and volleying. It's not done as much anymore because of how powerful the players are now. Some people still do it, like at Wimbledon during the whatever, the Grand Slam. Well, it's a Grand Slam if you win all four, but spike it over the net. Also, that is a volleyball term. But continue on. Tell me more.
life activated brands. Have you heard about it? We've got Moringa. We've got this. We've got the best comp plan in the world. We got the best leaders in the world. I want to tell you all about it. And they try to spike it on their opponent really quickly. Now in tennis, that would not go over very well. Not only would you not score, but you probably wouldn't. You'd probably be disqualified. Another
Disqualified? What the fuck are you talking about? If you hit it on your side and you don't touch the net and you pop it over, that's still good. If you touch the net, the point goes to the other person. What is happening? You want to win the point in tennis. I don't understand this analogy. I don't understand having to fill the gaps as the listener if his analogy sucks either.
Another thing to consider is like in tennis, there are different types of people. Your opponent could be a tennis pro. So you might serve the ball a little bit more forcefully or a little bit more intentionally or stronger than
you would want to serve intentionally every single time And if you're not the pro teaching the student, you want to win the point. He doesn't understand the analogy. It's okay, DC. You want to win the point. You're not practicing motions to lose. You never do that in practice. You can rally to work on your forehand, your backhand, and you can kind of a volley rally if you're at the net, but like if you're practicing, you want to win the point. Your opponent might be a pro. Maybe he's talking about a teacher. He recorded and posted this with no shame. I bet Melissa Collins did. Maybe she didn't. I don't know.
And if you were dealing with an amateur or a novice, that was your opponent in the tennis analogy. So the majority of people are going to be the amateur or the novice that you're hitting the ball, that you're serving the ball to. So
Did you just go like this as a serve? Okay.
a good serve might sound something like this. It might sound like, hey, it's Brandon. Hope you're doing well. Haven't talked to you in a long time. Catch me up to speed. Tell me something good. What's going on in your world? And I could do that 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 times like that. I could leave that voicemail or even forward that voicemail in Facebook Messenger. I could send it in a text message or forward a voice message in a text.
The reason this doesn't work as an analogy, because if you're competing against someone in tennis, you are trying to win the point, meaning the other person is trying to also win the point. This doesn't work for sales because your person you're trying to sell to isn't a competitor. Oh my god.
I could do that multiple times, very quickly, very rapidly. I could serve the ball, and I'm only going to
I can serve the ball. Okay. You go here, you throw the ball up, you're here, you're like so, and you're using your legs and your torso. That's fine. This, you're gonna bust your bicep tendon, sir. Oh, Wii Sports. Oh, that makes so much more sense, Becca. Wii Sports.
respond to the people that serve the ball back to me. Think of tennis, right? You serve the ball, they hit the ball back. What do? You hit the ball back. So it's a little bit of back and forth.
No, you don't hit the ball back. I mean, you do, but you're being intentional. You're going cross court and understanding if you make the mistake and go down the line, unless you know that that's their significantly weaker side, you're gonna go cross court because like as much as you can. And ideally, you serve and you ace them, or you serve and they put you in. They get into such a defensive position that you can, I don't know, continue to gain momentum during the point. Yeah, I'm getting stuck on this. I was a delight as a child and as a student. My teachers loved me. Nope.
Forth. And I know that I can only respond to the people that respond to me. So it's an initial reach out. I would
Using sports in this way between a salesperson and a customer doesn't work.
do this when I was launching or relaunching a business. I would do this 50 to 100 times a day. Now you might think, Brandon, I don't have 50 or 100 people to reach out to. Pick the number that works for you. Pick 10 people a day or 20 people a day, whatever works for you. You could start in the people that you've texted most recently. Look in your text messages. You could start with the people that you Facebook messaged or Instagram messaged with most recently. Look back in your messages and start with those people first. Those are kind of the low-hanging fruit. And so you're able to serve the ball and see if they hit it back. And
Oh my god, his forehand, whatever it is, I'm just watching him like, gaga. I don't even know.
if they do, then you hit the ball back. But it starts with something simple. Now, if you're dealing with a pro, every once in a while you come across a tennis pro. And so you
Whenever you're learning, every person who's teaching you at a club is a tennis pro? Are we not taking lessons? What? I talk to 4 people consistently? and they would all be extremely concerned if I did that. Yep.
You can have a more professional serve, a little bit more forceful, a little bit more intentional.
Intentional. I don't even know what he's saying right now. You're always practicing your placement of the serve. You're always doing that because if you practice pushing it over the net, you start building habits and muscle memory. Thumbs down or what's up? You want to work and do the best you can every single time. If you're teaching a kid, it's different. If you're teaching a junior, it's different. If you're teaching adult, maybe it's different because juniors and adults can be like hit or miss the same, or the juniors can be high or whatever. Or if you're playing an ITF event, or if you're playing a pro event. Yeah, okay, this doesn't work for customers.
Or a little bit more powerful or strong of a serve, right? And so if you come across someone that is in network marketing already, or someone that you know is accustomed to getting served this kind of conversation where you're going to talk about business or about the products, then you
Can I ask you a question though?
Just wait.
But can I just ask you a question? I only want to ask you a question. Can I ask you a question? I'm just asking you a question. Can I ask you a question?
Sir? Am I going to screenshot this? Yes. Am I petty? Yes. I don't even know what to say. This is the worst analogy I've ever heard.
You might be able to be a little bit more intentional, a little bit quicker. You might be able to say to that person, hey, I've got something I'm really excited about. I thought of you, just thought I would reach out, wanted to see if you're in a place where you're open to taking a look at something new. If not, no worries, but I thought of you and I wanted to reach out to you really quick to
What the hell? Did y'all hear that? Oh my god. I'm like scared now. Okay. Why is he still talking about tennis? Because he's a chicken nugget. I don't know.
see if you'd be open to taking a look. You might be able to just move into that a little bit faster with those type of people. Why? Because they're a tennis pro, right? They're not
Air quotes for tennis pro. Okay. I have no idea. I'll be able to figure it out after the stream. Just warn me if there's someone behind me, okay?
not an amateur or a novice. And so so I would reach out
So you're saying that a pro is going to be better at saying yes to the product so that you can move quicker with them, which is better. And if someone is saying no, they are a junior or a super beginner and they're less good at saying yes. They are stupid. Because they don't want to say yes right away. Okay. Logical fallacy. That sound was DC's brain frying from his words? Yes. It would take 9 cycles for the reach out to 10 people thing to surpass America's population, so I don't think he's thought about that, or if he has, he forgot to tell us. I'm still like kind of shocked about the sound, so I'm like, I have no idea what's going on.
50 to 100 people a day. When I'm launching or relaunching, I'm literally just going into my messages and I'm saying, hey, what's going on in your world? Catch me up to speed. Tell me something good. And I'm doing that over and over and over.
You don't care what is good. You don't care. You're just trying to start a thing. Jesse Lee, when Jesse Lee was still alive, talked about saying happy birthday to every single person whose birthday it was on her Facebook page, and she had 5,000 friends, and she'd go through, and if someone didn't say happy birthday to her, she would delete them. Because it's all transactional. I think that your numbers are on Broken Waffles.
Again, why? Because I'm creating conversations. I'm serving the ball, and I'm seeing.
That is a bullshit arm movement when he keeps saying serving. Has he ever played tennis, or is he playing pickleball? Yeah, if someone messaged me like that, I'd block them. I mean, I'd block them now after I said, hey, how do you, what do you think the comp plan? What do you think about the comp plan? What do you think about the comp plan? Who's above you? Do they get commission? Who's below you? Do you get commission?
If they hit the ball back to me. And if they do, then what do? I just respond. And then I edify them, I ask questions, I share stories in the conversation, and I quickly get to some.
I edify them, so it's not genuine, in my opinion. This manipulation, I feel so ashamed. I feel the good kind of shame. Every emotion is neutral. I feel a good shame about behaving outside of my core values and knowing that now, and I regret having done that in the past, but I'm better aware, more self-aware now of saying, I'm not going to listen to somebody else if it asks me to operate outside of my core values.
Something like, hey, I don't know if you're open right now, but I've got something I'm really excited about. I'm working with some pretty amazing people. I want you to take a look at it. I thought of you, and I really think it could add some value to your life. Something like that in your own words, in your version. But
You know what adds value to my life? Someone not taking advantage of me and manipulating me and thinking that I'm actually going to make a friend with someone, and then they come out and they say like, oh yeah, by the way, here's a multi-level marketing opportunity I think would be great for you.
Point is this. The point is going through the numbers. The point is I'm not going to serve the ball one time to one person. The point is I'm going through the numbers. I'm doing 50 to 100 a day. I'm going, I've got 5,000 friends on Facebook. Many of you do. You've got followers on Instagram and Facebook, and you've got contacts in your cell phone. That's a good place to start. And so you've got.
Listen, contacting me by text message, I'm not very dependable. I have a lot of anxiety. I really do. That's not, if someone's going to text me about, my upline from Mary Kay still texts me. Hey, how are you doing? I'm like, I don't respond. I don't. You don't give a shit about me. You want me to sign back up on your team.
Leads on your lead list. You've got all these people that you could start having conversations with, and think of it like a tennis match. You're serving the ball.
Oh my god. No, in a tennis match, the best way to win a point is an ace. Meaning you put the placement of the ball and they don't get it at all. The second best way to win a point is you serve and they hit it and their ball goes out. And the third best way to win a point is to outplay them with your forehand or your backhand or coming into volley or an overhead, whatever it is. You're also trying to manage your energy and not drag a tennis match out, especially if you are playing a whole tournament. You're not looking to rally with people in a competition. You're just not. Oh my god.
Ball. And you are waiting to see who hits the ball back. You're only talking to the people that talk to you. One of the biggest frustrations in network marketing, people get started.
If he says serving one more time, I'm going to surgically remove my own armpits. If I watch him say serving and his little arm thing going like that, I don't know what I'm going to do, honestly. Should I talk to my ferrets about Lab, Brandon, since I'm with them every day? I don't know. Jessie Lee signed her dogs up to be ghost accounts in her downline, so you could probably sign your ferrets up.
And they only reach out to like 3 or 4 or 5.
Yes, coming right up.
You keep using the word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
Yes. Yep. Oh, wait, what's this one?
It would be absolutely, totally, and in all other ways inconceivable
people because those are the initial people they thought of. And all those people say no, or they get some rejection, or they get ghosted, or whatever it might be, and they get really frustrated.
Is getting ghosted you serving an ace or no? I don't even understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. You don't have to understand, DC. You just have to play. You just have to do the work. What? Okay. You're just a bad teacher, honestly. He's a bad teacher. If your kids are asking questions in school or in sports and the coach is saying just do this, no. If the coach is a good teacher, they can explain why. They're telling you to do something. So the kid, if they're like me, which not every kid is, some kids are asking questions to delay like working out, whatever it is. The coach can answer the question.
Because those people did that. When I'm launching or relaunching a business, I don't even notice those 4 or 5 people that ghosted me or that said no or not now or whatever, because I've moved on so quickly. I've reached out to 50 before they've even seen the message that I sent to them, right? And so when
Actually no, I'm not on Facebook because you can go to Facebook jail for that, but continue on. He's not saying the actual real things, because if somebody's watching this, if a independent contractor is watching this, they're gonna listen to Brandon and reach out to 50 people at a time, and Facebook is saying, hey, you're acting like a bot. You're gonna get banned from messaging people for 30 days. What? Yeah, that happens because Facebook doesn't want you using their platform like that. Hi, Jessica. Relaunching. Womp womp.
when you increase the numbers like that, you increase the odds. See, what we lack in the beginning, what we lack in skill, we make up for in number. And so that's why I'm
Would they have to do as many numbers if they actually knew how to sell? If you were actually a good teacher, if Melissa actually was good at marketing? Okay. Speaking of Melissa, do y'all want to see the worst branding that we've ever seen? Branding merchandise. My bad. Is this it? Oh yeah. This is the lab. This is the lab merchandise. The font looks like you stretched it out and you forgot to press shift. This is an awful font. It's awful merchandise. It's cheap as hell. Nobody wants this stuff. I think I can speak for the entire planet. Nobody wants this stuff. They don't want an umbrella. They don't want a water bottle that looks like this. They don't want a bag that looks like this. They don't want a cooler bag that looks like this. They don't want glasses that look like this. I mean, maybe I'm out of touch. Maybe some of y'all in the chat likes this merchandise. I don't. We don't want this, the entire world. I think it's disrespectful to the independent contractors in lab that you're saying, "Oh my god, here you go. Shitty merchandise." That water bottle would be a nice stem. Yeah, I mean, I think it's cheap. You could have done like engraved Yetis. You could have done your logo on the engraved Yeti and maybe not put the life activated brands on there. You could have not done the sunglasses. You could have done, I don't know, embossed black sweatshirt with lab, or you could have done a black hat with black embroidery lab right here, or life activated brands right here, and on the back the logo, or on the front the logo. I think the back would be better because someone's going to be standing behind you. The company being called Lab is an insult to Labradors. This is the comment of the stream. Truly, Broken Waffles, you have surpassed your greatness as our officer. Also, we do love this. Where is it?
Do you like waffles?
We sure do love waffles. I doubt the sunglasses will even protect your eyes with the UVA and UVB filtering. Yeah. No. I don't know. Like, your independent contractors are working so hard for shitty merchandise. I don't get it. I really don't. I really don't understand. What are they going to work for? They're going to work for this? They're going to put in a lot of effort for this? Oh my god, the cheapest umbrella of all time? These sunglasses look like you got them from Oriental Trading Magazine where you buy 100 for like $5. The font they chose for lab is the worst font. Lab should say FBI. I agree. And Melissa proclaiming herself as a marketing expert. I don't agree for 1 second. You're telling me this is Genesis and Melissa Collins are in the same category of graphic design from hell. And I would say that to their face. This is disrespectful to your independent contractors. And I hope that MLMs fail. And also, this is absolute fuckery. And if you're an independent contractor with lab, you deserve better. The font literally looks like you forgot to press shift. And if y'all don't know, you press shift so that it maintains the ratio of something. If you don't press shift, in Canva you can do this, it'll go whatever size. So you press shift so it makes it whatever. Same ratio, small or big. It looks like they did lab, and then Melissa tried to resize it, and she pulled it, and it stretched it. That's what this font looks like. This is an umbrella. I think this is an umbrella at the top. You've got 2 water bottles. You've got some, like a laptop case. Then you've got, I think, a cooler bag, an insulated bag, and then you've got whatever, these super cheap sunglasses. I don't even know what this bottom thing is. Congrats, you did it. Oh, you get a little tag for your suitcase. We are so proud. Who cut this out? You couldn't. Oh! You couldn't even cut this out in an even way to say congrats to someone who put a lot of money in your company? Independent contractors deserve better. They deserve better than CEOs calling them unsophisticated volunteer sales force. They deserve better than this. Yeah, they have big promoters. Brandon Stevens, who was in Q Sciences, came over and is the vice president of fuckery or something at Lab. I don't know. He's a vice president of something. He brought a lot of his team over. So, is the tag the same font? That's a great question. Wrong. Where did it go? Did I just delete it? Oh my god. Hold on. Oh, it's in the other scene. Sorry. Oops. Nope, sure isn't. They did not do the life activated in the same font as Lab. Oh my god.
Reaching out to a high number of people in a short period of time, because I know if I reach out to 50 people, I know that 10 of them are going to ghost me, maybe more. I know that 10 of them are going to say no, maybe more, and I'm only going to get maybe 5 that are going to be open. They're going to hit the ball back. They're going to play tennis with me, and they're going to.
Do you understand the analogy that you're using? You're not playing tennis so that someone's going to hit the ball back to you unless you're doing a rally for training. You're playing a match, you don't hope that the person hits the ball back to you, because that means your serve isn't as effective as it could be. If they hit it back strongly, you could be fucked. Truly. Thank you for the thumbs down and the thumbs up. 39 thumbs up, which I don't love odd numbers, but 5 thumbs down. 5 is our favorite odd number, so welcome, Labbers. Welcome to the Labradors.
They're going to have a conversation with me. Maybe only 5 of them are going to do that out of that 50. But I'm not even thinking about the others. I'm not thinking about the 45 that said no or not now or ghosted me or whatever, because I've got 5 new conversations. But some of you are only playing tennis with 5. You're only reaching out and serving to 5 people, and then all 5 of them.
His serve. You're only serving. Just tap it over the net.
Say no and you get frustrated.
Thank you, Nick. I appreciate your sacrifice of licking the stream. Greg and Jason Funderburker also give you a thank you. Also, if you want to subscribe, feel free to.
Got to increase the numbers. And don't prejudge anybody. Don't get upset when somebody ghosts you or says no or not yet. Just keep moving. And all you're doing is serving the ball. Nothing. You're not running up to the net to spike it on them and give them all the information. You're just creating conversation. You're just saying, like, add value to people's lives. Take a genuine interest.
William Shakespeare was a genius. You, little madam, are definitely not.
What the hell? This is gonna get us peak DC rage. Yeah. I literally am very like, I'm pissed off right now.
Interest in their life. Say, hey, how are you? How's things going? If you know something specific about them, you might say, hey, like if you know their kids, hey, how are the kids doing? You might mention their name.
You might mention their names because you're a manipulative piece of shit. I think Brandon Stevens is going to do parody pyramid pop and will just use the word served. Mm-hmm.
Name. Hey, how's the husband or the wife doing? Might mention their name. How's things going at work? So the point is you're just quickly reaching out to a large number of people to remind them that you exist, to create conversation with them, to take a genuine interest in their life.
It's not genuine. It's not genuine. It's not genuine.
You know what? I love myself. Even though I look like a burnt chicken nugget, I still love myself.
That was a little loud, sorry. It's not genuine because you want them to know you exist and you are hoping to warm them up so they will buy lab products. It's not genuine. It's literally not genuine. He's literally changing stuff mid-sentence or mid-talk.
And you want to do.
Hey, everyone, remember I exist. Now give me money. Sarcasm. Also, Ov has an awesome shop. And Ov is very generous and gives us a discount if you shop with Ov. 10%. It's not affiliate. It's just a gift from Ov to you.
Do that with a large number of people in a short period of time, right? So that's what I've always done as far as when I'm launching or relaunching a business, I'm always going to reach out to a high number of people in a short period of time because I'm sifting and sorting, looking for the people that want to play some tennis, the ones that want to communicate with me, and I only have to talk to the people that want to talk to me. And so hopefully that's helpful for you. I want to encourage you.
Sir, it's literally not helpful.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Try this method. Play tennis with some people. Serve the ball. Hey, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Haven't heard from you in a while. I saw this post on your Facebook, or I saw this picture you posted on Instagram. It looks great. Catch me up to speed. Tell me something good. What's going on in your world? Say some version of that to 50 people today and see.
Live chat, you have to be honest with me. When I ask hi-lo, is that bad? I just want to know. I'm not trying to sell you on anything. I like hi-lo because it helps you know, it helps you realize not everything in your day went well, but something might have gone well, and you can think about it, and then you can also say, life was shit today, and here's what happened. Making me forget how tennis works. 12 thumbs downers, let's go. Pro tip here, leave people alone. Logical fallacy. Wait. Broken Waffles, I think you need to insert your logical fallacies here. How do you feel about playing 5 to 10 tennis matches at a time? Yeah. Jessica? Yes.
What happens? I bet.
Appeal to bullshit. That's right. Appeal to bullshit. Sorry. Appeal to bullshit.
You create some conversation. I bet a few of those, not all of them, but a few of them are going to hit the ball back. They're going to be ready to play some tennis. They're going to hit the ball back to you, and you're going to find yourself in conversations that are going to lead to, eventually, some of those are going to become some of your customers, and some of them are going to become some of your business partners. So hopefully that helps. And
why are we talking about business partners right now? Why don't you teach us how to sell the product? If the independent consultants are not the glorified customers, then why are you talking like this? Okay, we like the high-low questions. Okay.
And let's reach out to some people today.
Sir, where's the thumbs down button? I'm just kidding. They don't have it on Vimeo.
Okay, I'm going to give you the
Launch. Was it a strategy? Sometimes I'm like, did I put the wrong title in? And then I say, no, I didn't put the wrong title in because we've got both people here. Pro MLM and anti MLM. And I love that. Here we go. Influence scale? Hell yeah. Tell me more about influence, sir. Influence. Yes. I should just have a little picture of Randy Schroeder right here, kind of bebopping around. No. Sorry.
So the influence scale was.
Did you see the somebody didn't set the camera right on this one because it looks different than the other ones.
Was the first big aha moment that I ever had in my business, and it could be the aha moment for you that's going to help you take your business from crawling at a snail's pace to absolutely exploding for the very first time. And so I'm going to give it to you now, the influence scale. And
tell me more.
If you're watching, maybe if you have a pen and a piece of paper, maybe follow along, maybe jot this down with me. So
this is a recorded video. Why do I have to take notes? I can just go back and watch the video. Why does every MLM CEO and top leader keep telling me to make notes on a recorded video? I don't know.
It is what it is. The influence scale, right? Influence scale.
Did we forget to get a marker that was visible on camera? We couldn't have popped things up on the screen? It's 2025! If you remember, we have a write this down emote. So, be free. Go wild.
Scale. It is what it is. You can like it, you can hate it, you can disagree with it, but at the end of the day, the influence scale is.
Why is the depth of field like this? Because the post-it board is out of focus. He is in focus, but everything, the colors are faded. Melissa, what happened?
Working in your business, whether you realize it or not. And so I want you to write write a 10 at the top of the paper. Go all the way down to the number 1. All right, so we're going to do that now. So real quickly, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, this is the influence scale. Now I want you to think to yourself of all the people that you know. Some of them have a lot of influence. Some of them have very little influence or no influence. And maybe you're somewhere in the middle. So I want you to write your name here. I'm going to write my name, Brandon. All right, so Brandon is in the...
Just in case you forgot the CEO's name. Brandon. Oh my God. Anyone want to remind Brandon of his name? Or how to pronounce the LeBrants? That was the wildest thing. We're such good friends, and I can't even pronounce the LeBrants. He said LeBrant. Oh, I mean LeBrant. You're so close and you don't know how to pronounce the last name. Okay.
In the middle of the influence scale. There are people in my life that have more influence than me, and there are people in my life that have less influence than I do.
You need to get a refund from your girlfriend for filming this like this. It's not in focus, you chicken nugget.
All right. So, I want you to think of someone that is super influential, maybe the most influential person you can think of. And for example's sake, in this example, I'm going to give someone that we all know. Let's do Warren Buffett. All right, Warren Buffett.
Oh
I'm just
my
gonna put
god.
Warren. All right.
Do we want him to have the most influence? Are you serious? Warren Buffett? Sometimes at moments like this, I'm like, the whole idea of anti-MLM movement is so, like, overwhelming because there's so many people spouting this shit in so many different companies. It's like, what do you do? I don't know. I'm glad there's bigger accounts out there like Savannah and Aaron and Kiki Chanel and Julie Joe and like a bunch of other people getting stuff out because this is just fuckery.
Warren is super influential. He's a 10 on the influence.
I don't like the user. Okay. Darius, I think you keep changing your screen name, and I don't. If that's me on the end of your screen name, I don't appreciate that. So I'd ask you to change it. And if you don't, then I'm not comfortable having you in the chat.
Scale. All right, Warren Buffett's at the top. I'm in the middle. And somebody that doesn't have a lot of influence, somebody that has very little influence, if any.
Delete that comment, Darius. We're not talking about that. Here, these are the rules for the chat. I'm not playing around with my boundaries. I'm just as just block him off if you can. Thanks. Yeah, if you just block him, that'd be great. I can't. My eCam's not working on the blocking.
Let's just, again, pick someone that we all have heard of. Let's say Charlie Brown. You guys know Charlie Brown from the cartoon. He can't even convince his own dog to do what he says, right? So, Charlie Brown. We're going to say Charlie B. Okay? Charlie Brown. Here's the influence scale. Now, here's what happens in network marketing typically. When you get started, and let's say you're a 5 on the influence scale, when you get started, who are the first people that you tend to gravitate towards reaching out to? I'll tell you who they are. They're 4s. That's who you tend to reach out to first. And why is that? Well, it's because they're easy to talk to. Because
they're easy to talk to, or they're easy to convince to join your multi-level marketing company. Oh my god. Charlie Brown does have more influence than a 1. Here, we'll talk about our own influence scale. This is the constructive and destructive influence continuum. It's from the BITE model. I will do this caveat. I do not agree with things that Steve has said on the internet and who he, when I worked for him, the things that I ran into in my daily interactions with him, I still think the sciences. There's a logical fallacy about not rejecting everything from someone because of one bad thing they did. It's not like that, or where the truth comes from. I don't remember which one it is right now, but in multi-level marketing, you're going to run into destructive influence. And I know this isn't exactly what he's talking about. He is on the destructive side of influence. There's doctrine, there's guilt, there's obedience, moving towards the kind of cult identity of supporting lab at all costs. You see deception. You see some things about like claiming absolute authority. You see elitism. You see authoritarian manipulation. The ends justify the means, like messaging 50 to 100 people a day so that you can get your recruits, or manipulating people by asking how they are so that you can pitch them an opportunity. That would be an ends justify the means. So whatever you want to do to get to the end is okay. They preserve their own power. And there's a healthy side. We'll talk about that later, but I don't, whatever, dude.
You have more influence than they do. And that's fine. Who do fours end up talking to? Fours end up talking to threes. And why is that? It's because they have more influence than the three. Who do the three?
I've never been like this, but maybe it's my brain and the quirks that I have. I've never done influence like this. I've never said, "Oh, I'm too scared to talk to that person." Do I enjoy talking to people in general? I like talking to safe people, but like when I have to get something done, I don't care what level they're on. But his science only science is because it's never been tested. Jessica, that's probably a good point.
Threes end up talking to.
Yes.
They end up talking to the twos, and the twos end up talking to the ones who have very little, if any, influence. And now, let's say you've got a one that just joined your business. Who do the ones end up talking to? The zeros, right? The homeless, the people that.
Oh my god! What the actual fuck? One, you're ranking people. Two, you just put people in a category one below a fictional character and saying that unhoused people have zero influence. Yep, add them to the fuck you list. Are you serious? I'm at 310.
You've got a one that just joined your business. Who do the ones end up talking to? The zeros, right? The homeless, the people that have no influence whatsoever. Okay, zero influence. And
To be the type of person to rate people on a scale is that behavior is gross. And this guy's in charge of an entire company where he influences the independent contractors. And then he's going to go off and say and add people to the list and say that unhoused people have no influence. I don't even know what to say. Not just no tact, but no like compassion for people and no self-awareness when he's teaching anything. His analogies are awful. His list is awful. His view of people and rating people is awful. I don't even know like I don't I don't even know what to say. The discrimination is disgusting. I'm like at a loss for words. Some of the best. I'm going to tell a story and I don't want it to be triggering. I'm just going to mention a little bit. Over in September I was in a psychiatric hospital, and we got to be kind of in the group rooms during the day. The women were on one side, the guys were on the other side, and their TV was broken, so it was kind of most people came over to our side. And the treatment from the techs was awful. And we got punished for things like speaking up about stuff where they impacted like our food and our shower privileges and stuff like that. And we would get woken up at 5 a.m, fine, whatever you need to do. One lady had all of her shower things removed after they woke her up, even though that was her stuff. And she asked and asked and asked and asked for her shower stuff. And the techs were just sitting there, essentially like ignoring her. And there was a lot of people in the facility that they were unhoused, and they go between being unhoused to being able to live in group homes to being unhoused, and some of it's a cycle. But somebody, I'm just gonna call him G. He was an older gentleman, and we became friends, but he ended up standing up for this lady and talking to the techs, but also like standing up and with more power, essentially, like in not like not causing an issue, but it was more of like a righteous anger because of what happened there was a lot of other stuff that happened. But like saying that people, the text ended up, what he was doing ended up getting the attention of the head of nursing, and the head of nursing saw kind of what was happening, and things got changed a little bit in that specific situation. But at whatever quote unquote level that this dude is putting people on, it is inaccurate. I've met some of the best people, and it's a vast range of where they live, but the best people that I met in that hospital were unhoused. And treating people like they're on a hierarchical system is just gross to me. Sorry for crying.
And what happens typically is you get a few people in your business, but it falls apart from the bottom up because this person has no one to recruit, no one to go talk to. They don't have any influence with anyone. All right. So hopefully this makes sense so far. Now,
It doesn't. It doesn't. I don't know what to say. You can meet good people anywhere. Oh God, Brandon. I'm gonna do a stream about it. But when you feel unsafe in a facility and you can't leave because obviously everything's locked and the people on the inside are using their power for self-preservation instead of protecting and advocating for patients, and the people who end up standing up and protecting the people, like protecting us when stuff was happening, were the people who were unhoused. I'm just emotional about him rating people like this. You can meet good people in any situation.
I saw this next part. This is what unlocked something in my brain that created just the biggest aha moment that I had ever had. And hopefully it does the same thing for you. All right, so let's say instead of talking to the 4, let's say you were to recruit a 10, somebody like Warren Buffett. Now, that's huge, right? So maybe a 10 in your life is the person that owns the company that you work for, or the most successful person from the high school that you went to, somebody that has a lot of influence that you know in your life or you have access to in your life. Maybe it's not even somebody that you know directly, but you know someone who knows them, right? They're a 10 on the influence scale. You would consider them someone that has a lot of influence. Here's what happens when a 10 signs up in the business. The 10s, they have influence over all the 9s, 8s, 7s, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1s. So when the 10 enrolls, guess who they enroll? They enroll everyone. Everyone enrolls when the 10 enrolls, right? Everyone in this person's network, all they have to do is enroll and reach out to these people. They're all gonna sign up. They're all gonna buy a product or become a business partner. Why? Because this person has influence. If Warren Buffett called you today and said, I need $10,000, wire it to me by tomorrow, you wouldn't say, no, Warren, I don't have any money. You would.
Yeah, I would say that. I would say that. His view of people is awful. It's disgusting.
Figure it out because Warren Buffett has influence. All right, you with me so far? All right, now here's the real magic. What happens when a 10 enrolls in your business? Who do 10s hang out with? Well, they hang out with other 10s. And so this 10 enrolls another 10, who enrolls another 10, who enrolls another 10. And before you know it, all the people in those people's networks are getting enrolled in your business. Now, this influence scale training changed my business. It changed my life because it created the first big explosion in my business. At the time, I was working at a restaurant, and the owner of that restaurant was somebody that was super successful, a pillar in our community, someone that had a lot of influence. They were a 10 on the influence scale. And I had never reached out to that person. And I had always been making excuses why I didn't reach out to that person. I had said things like, well, they already make a lot of money. They're probably not interested in another business. I thought, well, they already have a lot of money, so they shop at Whole Foods and Trader Joe's, and so they wouldn't be interested in my nutritional product. And so I went to this training and I saw this and I thought, man, why have I been saying that? Why have I been making those excuses? Let's flip that on its head. So instead, when I saw this, I came back and I thought to myself, of course they would be interested in my product. They value great products. They spend lots of money on great products. Of course they would be.
So they have money to overspend on multi-level marketing products. Got it.
Be interested in my product. Of course they would be interested in my business because
yeah, how dare you judge where people shop? Wow. I didn't expect this to be like this. I was just like, Brandon's gonna have awful presentations, and then it's like, oh yeah, Let's learn how Brandon views people.
They're an entrepreneur. They already.
Yeah, I'm dysregulated. I only talk about this because I'm trying to remind myself that emotions are neutral. They're signposts for core values. I do care about people. I care about fairness. I don't think his view of people is fair. I don't think that he cares about people. I feel angry and discouraged that he has so much influence over his independent contractors. And that, like, I don't have the reach to, like, help other people see this, and I'm sad. So, I'm sorry.
They have a business. They have multiple businesses. So of course they're looking for opportunity. They're looking for ways to make more money because they love making money, because they're an entrepreneur. And so I just completely flipped it on its head. And the thing I was using as the excuse as why I wouldn't reach out to the 10, now it became the reason why I should reach out to the 10. So what did I do? I reached out to the owner of that restaurant. She ended up getting started. She signed up a doctor or a CEO of a medical device company in Indianapolis. This person signed up her sister, who was a doctor in New York, who signed up another doctor, and you guys can see what happened. The rest is history, right? That created the first big explosion in my business, all because I applied the influence scale to my advantage. Instead of only, see, I was a 23-year-old broke college kid when I first joined. And who was I talking to? 22-year-old broke college kids, people that were just, I had a little bit more influence than they did, right? And that was okay. I would enroll some business partners. I would sign up some customers, but my business was growing at a.
That's a good recommendation, Broken Waffles. If y'all need to step out, please step out. Preserve and promote your emotional well-being. Take some deep breaths. Grab a drink. Don't forget to take your meds. Kind of process what you're feeling, what signposts that's in front of. Being dysregulated is okay. What you do after or with your dysregulation is what you have to be careful with.
A snail's pace, right? And when I caught this concept, it changed my business forever. So think about not just who needs my business or who needs my product. Think about also who does my business need, right? And those are the 10s, because when a 10 gets started, everybody else in their network gets started too. And when a 10 enrolls, they sign up other 10s, right? Who all have networks of people that also then get started. It's a simple concept, but drawing it out hopefully helps. The influence scale absolutely changed my business, and I hope it does the same for yours.
Well, I'm downloading this entire channel. I am going to put it in the anti-MLM free content folder. I, for my mental health, need to end the stream. That's Brandon Stevens. He's the founder of Life Activated Brands. Melissa Collins is the marketer for the company. They're a multi-level marketing company that sells health and wellness products for, in my opinion, a lot more money than comparable products on the market would be. I have an issue that the uplines get paid whether the downlines move product to a customer or not, because when their downline buys from the company, the uplines automatically get their commission. I think that the MLM organizational structure is unethical. I think when we look at the influence continuum or cult structures, commercial cult structure, I think that we see some of the nuance that happens when you get in these groups and you start getting impacted and influenced by people like Brandon. And I don't think that he is someone who influences people in a way where they end up better than they were. People are more than numbers on a scale. They're more than what they do for a living. You have implicit value just as a human. What you do doesn't make you better or worse than someone else. I'm going to use some of my distress tolerance tools. I'm going to crochet. I'm going to turn some of my fans on. And I'm going to make sure my room's dark. I'm going to use the tools that I have to get regulated. And if I can't regulate, I'll be able to stop myself from getting more dysregulated. I'm saying this out loud just in case somebody else needs to be able to bring themselves back down. I hope that I didn't add to anyone in the live chat's stress about this stream. I'm sorry. This wasn't food. I'm scabbing at the corners of my mouth. I'm sorry. We'll keep covering Brandon Stevens, but probably not this week. This week, tomorrow is going to be a tough stream. We're going to be looking at Rachel Hughes and what she, how she vlogged her son who has cerebral palsy, the accident that he had, and what she said after the accident. And Jessica is going to be joining me on that stream because Rachel Hughes' son has cerebral palsy and Jessica has cerebral palsy. And I think that Jessica's insight is really going to be valuable, and I hope that if you're a parent, maybe you can join the stream and give some perspective from the parent, because I'm just going to be offering perspective from having decent parents and being the kid of decent parents. Live chat, thanks for joining me. Thanks for the kind words. Thanks for your support. Replay crew, I hope that that this video was informative. It was informative for me just to realize how much Brandon's mindset is twisted and discriminatory and gross. And I hope more people see through it who are thinking about joining Lab. So, I'll see y'all later. Thanks for everything. It's okay. And I don't want people to watch who are going to get triggered. I want to make sure that I say it it beforehand so that people can pop out at the beginning. I don't want people getting slimed. So take care of yourselves. Don't forget your meds. And I'll see you later. Bye.